The concept of customer success is very simple and straightforward. The idea is this. Customers purchase our company's products and or services for a reason. It's not an arbitrary reason, it's a deliberate act on their part with a specific intention behind it. Or, to put it another way, customers purchase products and services in order to use those products and services to attain one or more specific outcomes. The reason why customer success is important to the company that is doing the selling is that customers that can see they are getting lots of value from the products and services that they purchase are more likely to continue purchasing more of those products and services. Since, of course, companies want to maximise the total amount of products and services they sell to each of their customers, customer success is important to those companies. In particular, customer success is especially important to companies that sell renewable services on a monthly or annual service contract. In this situation, rather than buying a product outright, the customer purchases access to it for the period of the contract. An example of this would be Microsoft Office. Until fairly recently, Microsoft only sold its Microsoft Office suite of productivity software tools as a product with a one-off purchase price. Once you'd purchased the product, it was yours for life, or at least for as long as you wanted it. However, Microsoft now sells it as a service, where you pay an annual renewable service fee for continued access to the software. This makes it essential for companies like Microsoft to make sure that their customers are getting real value out of their service, since, of course, customers who are not seeing the value from their service are very likely to cancel their subscription to that service when the contract comes up for renewal. To make matters worse for these companies, since the annual or monthly contract fee is, of course, going to be considerably less than the amount they would have sold it for as an outright purchase, it may take perhaps 5 years or so of contract renewals to gain the same level of revenues from the as-a-service customer as would previously have been attained from selling the product outright. Again, taking Microsoft as an example, perhaps the Microsoft Office suite would have sold for around $500 as a one-off purchase, and perhaps now it's sold as a service for around $100 per annum. So if that was the case, Microsoft's customers must purchase and then renew their Office 365 license for 5 years before Microsoft gains the same amount of revenue from those customers in this new as-a-service model as they'd previously achieved when they were selling Office as a single outright purchase. So you might be wondering, does Microsoft employ customer success managers? And the answer, of course, is yes, they certainly do. In fact, Microsoft employs one of the largest teams of customer success managers in the world. Why? Because Microsoft realizes that to remain profitable, it must ensure that its customers continue to attain real value from using Microsoft software, so that those customers continue to renew their service contracts. In a nutshell then, customer success occurs when customers get the results they desired from using the products or services they purchase. Increased customer success is good news for the companies that sell those products and services, since increased customer success is likely to lead to increased revenues, regardless of whether the products and services are sold via monthly or annual contracts, or in some other way. Now let's turn our attention to customer success management. Customer success management is the deliberate process of helping customers to attain the maximum possible value from the products and services that they have purchased. The concept of customer success management arose from the software as a service industry, where, as we have seen with our example of Microsoft, the need to ensure customers are successful in their use of the service is especially critical. However, the concept of proactively helping customers to be successful by attaining their desired outcomes from using a company's products and services is one which has spread out from the software as a service industry into the mainstream, and it continues to grow rapidly. Anything at all that is sold via a monthly or annually renewable contract is an obvious target for customer success management. The same logic that applies to Microsoft with its Office 365 service applies equally, for example, to accountancy firms or law firms who offer their services on an annual or monthly service fee basis, or to buildings management contractors or vehicle maintenance contractors or outsourced HR providers, and so on. Indeed, Any company at all that offers its services on a monthly or annual basis will almost certainly gain significant value from customer success management. Customer success applies whenever you want to sell more products and services to the same customer, since customers who realise value from their purchase of product A are more likely to both buy more of product A and also to consider buying products B, C and D. But it doesn't stop there. It also applies whenever you want customer 1 to act as your advocate and tell customers 2, 3 and 4 about the great value they have attained from purchasing product A, so that you stand a better chance of selling product A to these customers as well. Why would a company spend time and energy and money on activities that help their customers become more successful through using the products and or services that they've purchased from them? There's only one reason, and that reason is revenues. Customer success management requires investment in terms of the salaries of the customer success managers themselves and of their managers, and in terms of the resources they require, such as software, office space, training, and so on. In addition, it takes the senior management team's time and energy to determine a success management strategy and to set up and run the CS organisation. As with anything, there must be a return on all this investment, and the return needs to be a good one. Better than if the resources were used in some other way.